think something that is worth talking to and highlighting is our solution around live slides.
Right.
We have a solution that challenges some of those difficulties with presentations at events.
Yeah.
And I think for the benefit of the audience, it would be good if you can just to elaborate a little bit more about what we actually do and the solution we've come up with to address that.
Yeah. Yeah, so our live slides feature really takes the video of the presentations going up to the large screens in the room and sends that to all the iPads in the room. So it really gives everybody a front row seat to all the different content. So much better than exporting a PDF or something like that to pass it out. Yeah. We're actually showing you the presentation that's happening in real time while it's happening on the screen. So that means it keeps together all the transitions, all the builds, all the components that were put into the presentation by the people who designed it, and keeps all of that intact.
Yeah, and I think, animations, builds, if you've got those in your presentation, there's normally a reason. So it might be you want to, draw on some dramatic pause, or you might be revealing some data. So I think that really helps those moments and builds that choreography out of your event.
Absolutely. And so there's no reason to have the technology reduce the amount of impact that presenter wanted to make in the presentation.
That's why I was blown away when I first saw it, and I think it's a game changer in terms of, talking to clients, they really see the value of it, because the hurdles, if you don't have that, can actually be quite challenging.
But then the part that really shines are those last minute changes.
Yeah.
Exec comes down after breakfast and here's the latest deck.
Oh. I
2 minutes before doors.
I would just hate that moment.
And it happens with things changing so quickly.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
So the way that we do it, we're sending whatever goes to the large screens is going to the iPad. So as long as our clients get the latest, greatest updated PowerPoint to the PowerPoint operator or the graphics operator with the production team, we have that same content.
Yeah.
So last minute changes, like right up to the last minute, are easy.
And we know they're going to happen. They're inevitable, no matter how much planning you do. And you can see when you're talking to clients and you share our solution, you can see sort of the relief. You can see them going, oh my God, that's going to make my life so much easier.
Yes, especially if they've been in that situation before. Yeah. Because it's so nerve-wracking. It's terrible to feel like, oh, what if we're not going to start on time? What if, so many what ifs in there.
Yeah.
So knowing that we have the freedom to make last minute changes to where they say, oh, we have a new deck. And we say, fine, it's great.
Talking last minute changes makes me think about the beauty of the whole solution, actually, because we're not just talking about live slides.
No.
We're talking about the ability to, I don't know, if your speaker's been stuck somewhere on a plane or they're not going to turn up,
right?
And you can see the event planners panic and their whole best laid plans being thrown in the air.
Right.
Olden days, you'd have to do another print of all those folders.
And the stacks of pulling out the page and putting a new page in and closing this binder and moving that on.
And you think of the cost, the impact of that.
Well, you're pulling your whole team away from what they were planning on doing just to get the
And I think that's another really, really important point. The beauty of working with us is we are actually there to support the kind of delivery of the event so you can focus on the message. That's really what we're there to do.
Exactly.
Let us take care of all the kind of technology, and you can just think about the important people that you've got coming to your event. You might even need to be thinking about hotel rooms later on, or there's been a change of someone at the dinner or the restaurant's made a change. But, for that moment, in the core event moment, we're there to kind of be your partner.
Right.
And take some of that stress away.
To your point about a presenter not making it, now we're talking about potentially switching up the agenda and moving things around, speaker bios, that presenter's no longer there.
Yeah.
For our team on site, we turn off the speaker bio, we adjust the agenda. We're making changes as you're telling us, and that happens quickly. All those changes are immediately updated to all the iPads in the room.
Yeah.
So what that eliminates is that nervous feeling when attendees see the clients nervous about something, right? What's going on?
Yeah.
What's happening over there? Now instead, we're just making the changes. The attendees don't see that anything's different, and it all works out. And
I mean, it sort of eliminates things like I've been to events where they used to have a room off the side with a printer, so they could reprint. Things. They don't have to do that now. And when you're sort of weighing up the investment needed, and we were talking about our iPad's expensive, people don't really think about the amount of reprints they do in the past.
Right.
And iPads just eliminate that. Platforms eliminate that. The fact that we're able to do those last minute changes in real time and the audience is oblivious.
Right.
I mean, that is quite a beautiful thing to be able to execute on site.
Yes, and our team being involved in the planning throughout the pre-event phase means that the names of the presenters that you're talking about, oh, so-and-so couldn't make it. We know who that is.
Yeah.
And we know the implications of what that means later on in the platform
Yeah.
because we've been there throughout the entire process.
Yeah. I mean, to be an event planner, it's a lot of stress.
Stressful. Stressful. As much as we know what we do, when I see even something as maybe minor in their world as choosing the menus, matching this, transportation, the things that they do all the time, I couldn't imagine doing it. So that's how they must feel if there's a last minute change and they need us to change it. They might think that, how are we going to do that? That's going to be too hard. But we were able to make it easy.
And I think it touches back on when we were talking about why us, why you would choose a partner, because it's not transactional. That consideration, that care, the contingency planning we put into the events we support, that's all part of that. Getting to know you, getting to know your teams, getting to know your pain points, getting to know what are the key sort of deliverables that are going to make this a success. And that will vary for different people, different organisations. But we try to unpick that. So then when we're looking back on that event, obviously the data and the analytics will support that hardcore deliverables, but then it's that softer stuff that you can't really measure. And it's like, oh, the CEO was really impressed. They walked in, the iPads looked fantastic. Everything was branded. The agenda was on point. You really nailed our assets. It was beautiful.
Right. What I love in the pre-event part, we are working so closely with our clients to really look good in front of their investors, but also in front of their team.
Yeah.
So by us being there to make those changes with them throughout all of that and be able to make them look good as well, as it's a fun part of it.
Well, thanks, Doug. Enjoyed talking to you.
Perfect. Thank you.